Gump's IQ is only 75, but his life was very happy. He used to be an excellent football player, participate in the Vietnam War, be a billionaire. Gump grew up in a family with only his mother. His legs were very strong when he was a child, but he had a spinal problem. When you were a child, he had to use a support frame to support his feet. Gump's mother was a wonderful woman. She said to Gump, he was like other people. His mother did anything for Gump to have the best education, even though the teacher said Gump's IQ was too low. On the bus to school, Gump was despised and shunned by his friends, but he heard a very friendly voice. If you want, you can sit here. The girl's name was Jenny. She also born in a family without full parents. Her father wasn't as great as Gump's mother. Jenny's father drank alcohol a lot, made Jenny bear all the trouble. Gump and Jenny became best friends. They climbed trees, read books, even slept together. Gump was looked down on and bullied by his friends, and Jenny kept saying he ran. Boys kept chasing behind. Gump slowly broke the ties of the support. This was the first time he ran his best, as a win. When he was in high school, Gump was bullied. Thanks to that, Gump trained his running skills like flying. One day, he accidentally ran into the football field. The coach discovered his terrible running ability. Until college, he had a lot of awards. Even was invited to join the rugby team. Gump also met with the President of the United States at that time, Kennedy. For 5 years, his life had gone. Gump went to college. Thanks to his physique, he was noticed by his superiors. After that, Gump enlisted. He was bullied as he was a kid. He was looked down upon and shunned by everyone. However, he met the most important friend of his life, Bubba. You can sit here if you want. Bubba knew all about shrimp. From fishing to processing, every process he knew well. Because his uncle caught shrimp. For several generations, the family relied on shrimp processing to survive. And Bubba, after being discharged from the army, planned to go fishing. Because he was very eager to learn diligently. In military environment, he learned very quickly. He also broke the squad record. Gump and Bubba were sent to Vietnam to join the fight. Here, they met Lieutenant Taylor, who found it glorious to be sacrificed in battle. It was rain regularly, until one day, the rain stopped. But war happened. War only brought destruction and death. Everyone was killed and injured. The command team withdrew all. Gump's forte was running. He remembered what Jenny said. Run, Forrest. Gump run to rescue soon. But now Gump realized that Bubba was still on the battlefield. He turned back. While looking for Bubba, he saved many other comrades, included Lieutenant Taylor. During the run, his butt was hit. However, he still didn't give up looking for Bubba. Finally, Gump found Bubba, and saved him, but Bubba was injured too badly and died. Gump lost his best friend. He carefully memorized what Bubba said. I wanna go home. Gump and Lieutenant Taylor received the treatment. This war has stolen Taylor's legs. In the hospital, the teammates taught Gump how to play table tennis. As a result, he found out that he was very good at playing table tennis. Thanks to its focus, Gump did whatever he did with the best results. Table tennis skill was increasingly improving. Lieutenant Taylor felt very sad. He said that he was able to sacrifice in a fierce way, but Gump ruined it all. For saving people in battle, Gump was awarded a medal. After the president awarded, Gump walked outside. She accidentally met a meeting protesting the war in Vietnam. When Gump started to speak, the sound was turned on loudly, and Gump told the truth about the war and his feelings. Someone came to Vietnam. When they got home to meet my mother, their legs were gone. Someone couldn't even go home. Those were very sad stories. These were all I wanted to say. Somebody unplugged the speaker cables because didn't want everyone to know the truth. What Gump just said was the case with Bubba and Taylor. At this moment, Jenny appeared. They had met again for a long time. Maybe this was fate, since they were in college. The relationship between Jenny and Gump had changed. They had different thoughts. Gump always followed the principle, and Jenny liked wandering, with the dream of becoming a singer. There was no fixed accommodation, and had a free and wandering life. Although different views, they loved each other dearly. Because he wanted to protect Jenny, Gump missed the date with Jenny many times. Gump confessed, but Jenny just saw it as a joke. She thought he was still a kid, was immature. She said he didn't know what was called love. Jenny wanted to be free like a bird, and Gump, while on the Vietnam battlefield, had free time to write to her. This time he saw Jenny being bullied again. Gump rushed up, so they were kicked out. Gump confessed again, I want to be your boyfriend. But what Jenny sought was freedom. She didn't reply, just said his uniform was very nice. Jenny left. Their lives were completely different, but Jenny had always been the girl Gump loved. Gump's table tennis skills were getting better and better. He performed in many places. This time, Taylor found Gump. Taylor's life was a mess. At the bar, Gump said he wanted to fulfill Bubba's dream, became a shrimp captain. Taylor laughed at him. If Gump was the captain, he worked as deputy captain. Since Gump discharged, he didn't play table tennis anymore. The first thing Gump did was go back to visit his mother and Bubba's grave. He decided to use all his savings to buy a shrimp boat. Someone always asked him, "Are you stupid?" But Gump always used the words his mother told him to answer. Fools did these things. He became the captain. The ship's name was Jenny. Taylor received the news, went to the shore. Gump happily jumped into the water and swam beside Taylor. He kept his promise. Became Gump's deputy ship. At first, they caught nothing. It was all garbage. Taylor said, "Maybe we should pray." So every week Gump went to pray. Perhaps the pleas had been heard. After a heavy rain, all other shrimp boats were sunk. Only Jenny's ship was still normal. So they captured the whole shrimp fishing industry. Also bought 12, Jenny. Established company. Finally, Taylor was relieved. Gump not only saved Taylor from death, but also saved Taylor's life. Time passing. Gump's mother was seriously ill. He quickly went home. Although Gump's mother had cancer, she wasn't upset at all. She told Gump with a smile, death was a part of life. All was settled. The death of the mother did not make Gump upset. That just helped him keep moving forward. Gump handed the company over to Taylor and come back to his hometown. Taylor knew much about how to manage finances. He helped Gump invest in the Apple company. Thanks to this, Gump quickly became a billionaire. His mom used to tell him, enough money was better. So Gump gave the entire donation to the church in one part. Another part was donated to the hospital. Also he gave Bubba's mother some shares. Therefore, she didn't have to cook shrimp anymore. Sometimes, Gump missed Jenny. Jenny was now getting used to using drugs. Her life was filled up with troubles. She didn't know where to go. Her dream was also getting further and further away. She wanted to commit suicide but not brave enough. When she was the most helpless and lonely, she remembered Gump. Finally Jenny came back. They lived together. Like their childhood, always together. This was the happiest time in Gump's life. That night Gump proposed to Jenny. No matter what, he was very dedicated. Even the love for Jenny. Jenny also understood, but she couldn't be the same as before. That night, Jenny slept with Gump. The next day, she left once again. But this time, Jenny did not run away. Was thinking of a happy life. Gump found that Jenny left again. He felt into a stalemate. He didn't know where he should go. Running prevented him from thinking. Gump ran from morning till evening, from the continent to the ocean. Gump's perseverance and determination caught the media's attention. They assumed that Gump was running for some reasons. No one knew that. I ran, just because I liked it. Just like that. Gump ran for 3 years. There were many people joining him running. Until one day, he was tired. I wanna go home. After coming home, he received a letter from Jenny. She invited Gump to visit her. Jenny bravely faced reality and found a decent job. She felt like she didn't match Gump, so she wanted to make herself better. Jenny also gave birth to Gump's son. Gump immediately asked her, was he smart? Fortunately, his son was the smartest kid in the class. Gump was extremely excited, but Jenny was infected with an incurable disease. She wanted to marry Gump, and they get married. A family of 3 people lived a happy life. But after that, Jenny's illness got worse. Like Gump's mother from before. He told Jenny about the places they went. He still remembers the beauty of those places. And Jenny was always in Gump's heart. After Jenny's death, Gump buried her under a tree where they used to play together. Their child had many outstanding performances. Gump taught his son to hit table tennis, to fish. But Gump still missed Jenny a lot. Gump took his son to school. Due to the dedication, Gump could make his defect body, that even those with an ordinary mind and body, could not achieve. His life was like a book, both unique and interesting, tons of readers. But neither could they come to the end with him. It was like a quote in a movie. Life was like a box of chocolates. We wouldn't know what taste it would be. Why the film about Gump so special? Because you would never know. What would the life of Gump be like? So was our life. Perhaps some people were experiencing bitter taste in life right now. But what if the next chocolate was so sweet? Maybe our life would suddenly experience good things. If we tried our best for our dream.